What happened to Venezuela? From a flourishing country to collapse. Venezuela wasn't always collapsing. In the early 1970s, it was one of the richest countries in Latin America, driven by enormous oil wealth. Then, 1973 happened. A global oil crisis sent crude prices skyrocketing. For Venezuela, that should have been a blessing. Instead, it became the beginning of a structural problem. Suddenly, the government had massive windfalls. But rather than diversify the economy or build reserves, leaders poured money into consumption, imports, and social spending. Oil became the only engine of growth. Agriculture, manufacturing, and local industry were neglected and faded away. By the late 1970s and 1980s, when oil prices fell again, Venezuela's economy went into recession because it had nothing else to fall back on. That set the stage for deeper instability. Fast forward to 1998. Venezuela was already wounded by cyclical booms and busts, inflation, weak institutions, and debt. Hugo Chavez campaigned on that frustration and won. He promised to fix inequality, empower the poor, and wrest control of resources for Venezuelans. But his approach, expanding social programs funded almost entirely by oil revenue, deepened dependency on oil rather than reducing it. Even as oil money flowed in the 2000s, spending grew faster than sustainable revenue, and vital institutions weakened under centralized state control. Then came the 2014 crash in oil prices. Venezuela's budget couldn't cope without the high prices of the boom years. Production slipped as the state oil companies starved for investment and mismanagement. With no diversified economy, shortages of food and medicine exploded, inflation became hyperinflation, and basic services collapsed. Millions left the country. Chavez's heir, Nicolás Maduro, inherited a system built on oil rent, not resilience. As prices stayed low and policies doubled down, including price controls, expropriations, and currency restrictions, the economy shrank further, public finances imploded, and political repression tightened to hold power. In short, 1973 was the trigger. Oil cash replaced economic fundamentals. Chavez amplified the oil dependency and transformed it into an ideological project. Maduro kept the oil-based system running long past its limits. A country once rich in resources ended up impoverished by the very thing that should have made it secure.